Hello guys, Greg back with another video on the channel. It's all killer, no filler. Sorry I haven't been around for quite a long time. It must be, I think, about a year since I did the last video. It's not that I've sort of fallen out of love with the hobby or anything like that. It's just a matter of time. I just don't have the time to do them anymore. But I'm going to try and make more time moving forward. I do miss doing the videos. I do miss all the interaction with you guys. So what I'm going to do today is start a new series. I've got quite a lot of perfume houses where I've got 5 or more fragrances from the same house. So I'm going to start to do a series where I choose my personal 5 favourites from each house. I'm going to try and make it a regular feature and do 1 video a week. And I'll try to do, do other videos like I used to do, like top 10s, reviews and all that kind of stuff as well. Bit of a makeshift location. I can't do anything really at home because we're still in lockdown in the UK and the whole family are there, so I can't get sort of a quiet corner to do videos. So I've come down to my office. It's a bit, I've sort of cleared my desk, so it's a bit rubbish, but then again I've never really been known for my great locations or my production skills, so I don't suppose it makes much difference. So first house that I'm going to talk about, and you can see from the bottle that's in front of us, is going to be Diptyque. I think this is a really good house. It doesn't get a lot of talk, but I think it should do because they do some really great perfumes. All the ones we're going to talk about today are EDPs. I think 3 of these are probably available. I think it's 3 of them that are available in EDTs as well. And these are all definitely unisex fragrances. So the first one I talk about, number 5, this one is Oud Palau. I think that's pronounced right. This is a really nice oud rose tobacco fragrance. It's got very high quality ingredients in here. The woods in here I'd describe them as dark. It's not like the lighter type of wood like cedar. The oud in here is from Laos. It's got Bulgarian rose, and the rose is very prominent in here at the top. But then as the fragrance develops, the oud and tobacco become more predominant. There's quite a lot going on in this fragrance. It starts to stray, I would say, towards sort of animalic. About 3 hours in, it's also got some greenness and earthiness to it. There's a bit of smokiness and there's some booze in there as well. But when you hit the dry down, those animalic notes that I mentioned, they're contrasted with really nice amber and sandalwood. So a good mix of different notes in here, but altogether it just makes for a really good fragrance. Great performance on this one as well, lasts all day. Good projection, good longevity. So that's number 5 from Diptyque. That is Oud Palau. The 4th one, this is one of the newer releases. It's not actually new, it's 2018, but I think it's one of the newest. And this one is called Tempo. Now patchouli is unmistakably the core of this one. It's a herbal fragrance, it's spicy, there's a little hint of tea, there's some lavender, and it's got that kind of floral, rosy peppercorn note in here, and that works really well with patchouli. I think if this one was made by a more fashionable house, it would probably get a lot of talk. It really is a really good fragrance. So that one's Tempo. Number 3. This one is called Volutes. Now, I really like the concept behind this fragrance. I'm going to read what the actual marketing for this one is. It says, 1930, an ocean liner bound for Saigon. On the upper deck, women in evening gowns linger, cigarette holders in hand, the orchestra playing in the lounge. So the perfume is supposed to recreate the smell of ladies' cigarettes mixed with their makeup. So unsurprisingly, it's got a very smooth tobacco note that runs through it, and also it's got iris in here. And most of you know that iris can have sort of like a powdery makeup type of smell. Actually, even though you know the idea behind this fragrance, the iris in Volutes isn't actually as powdery as it is in a lot of other fragrances that have got a dominant iris note, but it does have that kind of makeup-y feel to some degree. It's very pleasant. It's got a sweet, I'm trying, for want of a better word, non-pissy honey note in here. It's a sweeter, nicer, edible honey rather than the animalic type of smell. There's some warm spices in there as well. But overall, a very good fragrance. Definitely unisex, as I've said all of these are. But yeah, I really like that one. Number 2, this is probably the best known fragrance from this house. It's a fragrance that's very simple to my nose, but it's brilliantly done and it really does smell good. And this one is called Philosopher, or Philosopher. I think it's Philosopher. I'm not going to go into too much detail trying to break this down because it doesn't need that. It's describing this one's very simple. It's basically, it smells like fig tree and green grass, and it's got a little hint of coconut in here as well. It's very classy, it's fresh, it's clean, it's green. It's not going to fill a room, but it is the type of fragrance where if people get a whiff of it, they're going to be intrigued, and they're going to want to get a bit closer to you to try and find out who it is that's wearing it and get a closer smell of it. So that is Philosopher. Sorry, my little display here is not working very well, but never mind. Okay, so the final one, and this is, yeah, my favourite fragrance from the house of Diptyque. And like most of their fragrances, this again is quite simple, it's actually quite linear, but that doesn't detract from its quality. It's a woody fragrance predominantly centred around sandalwood, and this one is called Tam Dao. It's a very calming, smooth, creamy fragrance. Lots of woods, got some vanilla, a hint of spice, a hint of musk in there. But really, it is all about woods. As with all of Diptyque's fragrances, this one, I'd say it's for perfume lovers. It's not a big, bold, clubby type of fragrance. It's smooth, it's refined and elegant, and it's going to make you just smell classy, really. So that's my favourite Diptyque fragrances, and all 5 of these, to be fair, are really good. So there you go. I'll do another top 5 from another house next Friday. I'm going to probably do a video, at least one more video before that as well. But you can purchase these fragrances, all 5 of these, and over 1,000 others from my web store, which is called fragrancesamplesuk.com. Unfortunately, we're only shipping to the UK at the moment because of issues around Brexit, but we hope we're going to start sending to about 30 European countries soon. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. See you all soon with another video. Cheers.